Quackheads won 37-22, so the series between these two teams actually 1-1 at the moment with kind of flip-flops of scores. So it'll be really interesting to see how this one actually develops to start off Season 1. All right, so here we go. First launch and taken by no one quite straight away until finally Sanch comes away with it and looks up to Twang. So Twang Pants takes that, has Kai on the other side. It actually gets taken away, though, by Gobshite, who ducks through and looks for a deep clear. He knows his stack was on the way, and they were, but they get punched. And then receiving it, though, is Gob again. So rebounding it off the brawls, diving out, and sending that one out, Twang.
And it seems like the European players still play with open comms. I had to mute them, but back in the game now. With
Yeah,
possession going into the hands of Sanch in a clear, attempted through mid, and it bounces to be retrieved by Flash Flood.
Yeah, they messaged me beforehand. Twang Pants was kind of asking, yeah, if we do the open comms, oh, it's a mail slot, misses. He was asking if they do open comms, will it be heard on stream? And I was like, no, don't worry. I'm pretty good with keeping things muted these days, just because people have fun, but there's some potty mouths over here, and as they often admit themselves, so gotta keep things as PG as possible, I suppose. But here it goes for a nice tube, opening it up with the open goal is Middleman and Quackheads.
People love to get excited, and they love to let some expletives go, but you know, this is a sport, in my opinion, and the beauty of sport is passion itself.
Absolutely. Hi again to the chat. See Martin III in there saying, "Rip Riftas." Yeah, so Little Rad had some, especially, I saw had some problematic happenings in that game. Kind of unfortunate indeed, but it was still an exciting one to match. Exciting match to watch, I should say. Irony Man though, a soft pass, not soft enough. Gets eventually to Middleman, and he goes to the backboard and just slaps it in. Gobshite.
Gobshite recognizing that pass was a little bit down and just slapping it right in at 2 meters.
Wasted no time to get that shot in.
So with a 4-0 lead, 7 minutes and 30 seconds remaining, Quackheads has the lead. Jazz possession to Vertigo. Vertigo taking it from Nest, sending it to right tube into the hands of Sanch. Sanch sending it immediately right back, but not able to get that pass.
Yeah, being bothered pretty heavily here by the defense. Flash Flood and Middleman just running amok, trying to disable this team as they approach up the floor, but still retaining. That's an open goal that will be a missed shot as players roll in for the recovery. Pairs of punches, and a single clear does not reach anywhere but the opposite team's hand. So Kai takes it up. Twang Pants hammering it home with the reverse.
Really nice play, putting it right in that upper pocket of the goal. Goalie just wasn't able to respond to it in time, and that was a hard angle to respond to. A good shot from Twang Pants.
For sure. A lot of the time you saw on the previous play, they just kind of went for it. It was Gob, that slap shot off the backboard pass. And that time, you know, the goalie turning around, expecting another quick one on the opposite side, but no, kind of faking them out by going around and then doing the little underhand dunk, basically. So good to vary up your offense there, as going in for an open goal again here. This time for the tie is Vertigo and Twang Pants.
Martin reminding us that this is a very physical team. Both of these teams are very physical, and they love to throw punches.
Talk about throwing punches. Martin was throwing an awful lot of them. He finished the Alpha Ducks Quackheads match with somewhere in the neighborhood of 70 stuns, I think. So he had a strong brawling game, as did Gobshite.
So Middleman with possession, under pressure, sending it down court into the hands of Gobshite. Gobshite immediately trying to get that pass to Irony Man, but it bounces off Bowtie.
And bounces right back to the tunnel, where finding a pass to Irony Man is Middleman. Over to Gob, looking good on the attempt. That's maybe an early shot taken, so Damus will take it away without too many complaints as it gets sent And maybe another open goal coming as well. Nope, because middleman covers that up. And now 3 defenders retreat. So it's a 2v3 situation. Will they take it is the question. Looks like they will. Going for it. And it does not pay off because middleman is there to close it off.
Middleman making the great save, trying to get that clear out. As these brawls come through, and Martin is right, it's just punch after punch after punch.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at how many punches. The sound right now in my ears just ringing with all these heads dinging at the moment. Kai takes that up there. Show and go, but no. Middleman again. Saves it, clears it, and the defensive excellence from him continues in Season 1.
So to get it right back into the bubbles, Kai, but this time sending it right into that bottom pocket. Well placed. This time, middleman can't respond to it, doesn't get the save, and it is now a 6-4 game advantage Vertigo.
That time, yeah, Kai going against middleman at the goal, and Kai opting for kind of a hesitation move. He eyed down the goalie there, waited just an extra half second to kind of freeze the defense, and then managed to squeeze it in. So, it's as I was saying in some of our previous streams, even recently, when you have great goalies in the goal like that, it really makes the offensive player think when they start approaching you, especially after a couple saves in a row.
There's definitely a goalie intimidation factor, and if you can make an offender second guess, you have that much more of an advantage to save that disc.
Yeah, it's so embedded in people's heads, especially with these veteran players, I think. You're so used to being able to kind of score easily. That one actually getting through nicely and easily from Flash Flood. But you get so used to being in a position where you can just get away with whatever you want. Like once you're within a few feet of the goal, historically, there's an 80 or 90% chance you make those shots, it feels like. But these days, there's so many great stops happening, and it really just makes you second guess, like you said.
And that's a real strength. You have to work towards it, and you have to do it through showing people that you can stop their shots, get them to second guess, get them to maybe send a pass, get that advantage, and it really is something that you want to work towards.
Oh, great stun there. Damus making the goal, and thanks to Sanch.
I remember earlier in the preseason, there was a game that middleman played. He had maybe 10 saves. He had a lot of consecutive saves, and they couldn't get anything past him.
Oh, yeah, I was mentioning that a little bit in the pregame or postgame of the last one. Just amazing. Amazing highlights from preseason. I'm sure there's some of them are still the top clips if you go to the clips page, and they're also on the pre-show compilation of sorts that I have there. But he definitely had 2 or 3 of those spurts where it was just save after save after save. 3, 4, 5 even, all in like the span of a minute or two. Just insanity from him on the defensive end. And we've seen some of that from you too, quite frankly. Talking about that the other day when you've subbed for a few of these games and you just come right in and snatch, the other day, 12 saves you had in the game you subbed for. So, yeah, the defense, the goalies in this game, so good now.
And that's the beauty of this game, is nothing feels better than getting those saves. So
yeah,
to maintain possession, Gobshite sending it to Damus. Damus immediately sending it to Twang Pants. They're trying to get this spacing. They're all on the floor. There's not much verticality. They're not giving him much to work with. But he dishes it to Damus. Damus on the floor to Kai. Kai going to Bowtie, seeing what he's got. Not under pressure. He's got all the time in the world, and they have a 2-point advantage with 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, smart plays here. Enables the 3-point shot from Twang Pants. Goalie interfered with for a long time there, and finally they decide to opt for the shot. But great patience shown by Vertigo to build this lead now in the final minute.
So with 1 minute remaining, just advantage to Quackheads. Quackheads has to make something happen, and they have to make it happen now.
And they are trying to abide by the words of Sputnik here as they take a quick one. There's a backboard pass enabling the one-on-one shot. Flash Flood brings it to within 3, and as a result, Quackheads are still alive.
Great passing from Quackheads, recognizing Flash Flood behind the goalie, getting that dish to him, and making the shot at 5 meters.
Only round 1, of course. So when I say still alive, I just mean still alive in this round. But nonetheless, you want all the buffer that you can get here. Quackheads having a successful first match of the season against the Alpha Ducks just moments ago before coming into this match, but right now finding themselves behind in the first round. Might be a change of luck, though. They do need to go for a 3 at this point, so looking for maybe a stun. Someone really needs to go for the goalie, but cannot accomplish that mission, so with that, it will be a first round win here to Vertigo, 11-8.
And after the first round, the victory to Vertigo, I'm going to step out and give way to Skinny. So thank you for watching. I've been SputnikKobra, and goodbye.
Okay, well, rotation on the casters. Hello, Skinny, are you there?
What a quick exit. Jesus.
All right, well, thank you to Sputnik very much for stepping in there. That was much appreciated. And yeah, so Skinny, are you already in the game and you're good to go?
Yep, ready to go.
Nice. All right. So yeah, that was the first round there that just ended. 3-point advantage to Vertigo coming out of that one. They'll take it, certainly. Quackheads, because they did have the momentum off what was a good win versus Alpha Ducks in just the final seconds of that third round. Saw that game just finish up not too long ago.
Yeah, very good boosting coming from both teams, where generally we saw them perform, at least in terms of boosting, come better than most American teams. So it's really exciting to see a different see and cast a different type of gameplay.
Oh yeah, definitely very different. I mean, similar in some aspects, but the speed. I remember Rocktor was in there earlier, even I believe, just noting how much faster these teams are, and I've kind of observed the same thing. Part of it due to just kind of meta differences, part of it due to ping, but just the same. Like, you cannot deny the speed of all these teams here in Europe. It's very noticeably different from a casting North America game, and in a good way. To me, it makes the diversity is entertaining between the regions and the teams.
Absolutely, and just as we see the joust, a quick, good pass by Twagpants allows Sancho for the good three-pointer.
Very efficient rollout there. Not even 10 seconds expired off that initial joust. Gets that one in for the 3. So Vertigo already on the board again. And again, welcome to our viewers who've been here throughout the afternoon/evening watching these games. We've had several of them so far. This is our 4th one on this channel. We also had one match over for North America on VRML 2. It was Illuminati versus Orbit. So 5 matches this afternoon, still plenty more to come in the evening, but this is our final European match for now, and our final match for at least the next several hours. Few hours. But yes, so punches going off here. 3-point lead for Vertigo still, and a minute expired off the second round as a sailing Twang Pants takes his chance to the teammate. That's Kai, and he gets it, and that was a great look there for the assist.
Yeah, what an unfortunate outcome for Quackheads, who just lacking the good boost right there.
Finding themselves, just outnumbered and not really in a defensive position. Could not establish a foothold before Vertigo was able to find that 2-point shot. So right now, just Quackheads gonna look for their first score of this second round. That will not help their efforts, however. So interception maybe, but turning into a steal. Sanch will deal it into the rim on that spinning little dunk as he floats on in. So strong start to the second round for Vertigo. Again, the first round concluded only a 3-point differential between these two teams, but right now, 7 points in the lead is Vertigo.
Yeah, very strong lead and good momentum for Vertigo starting out. It's definitely what they need coming into the second round and final round possibly.
Possibly. Still 7:44 left, and on offense, so they could push this lead up to 9 or 10, depending. But actually just an unforced error there, missing the pass. But luckily for them, they are very quick on the recovery, so good job by Kai and Damus to fix their mistakes with speed. And that's kind of what I mean with the European meta as well. They, even if sometimes their passes are missed, the thing is they recover so well, and Middleman recovers better than anyone when it comes to stopping those goals.
Yeah, I'm liking how they're trusting their 2 back players to recover the disc even if they lose it. And with those 2 forward players allows for a good passing deep and allows for those 2-pointer opportunities.
So you saw an attempted clear and boost there, but the pass not quite soft enough. So going back for the stack, and successfully so, maybe not actually, as it ricochets off and is taken away, but only briefly because Middleman and Flash Flood are there. Middle looking for Flash. Flash going low, trying to get the goal. Kai with a deny this time.
Yeah, good boosting coming out of Gobshai, which is just preventing the back chain link to from Vertigo to even reach the disc, but quickly recovered by Twang Pants. Look, jukes out.
Oh, again!
Saved.
Middleman is a beast. I can't even. There's not much more I can say. Over and over though with those defensive plays, and continues to amaze as Irony takes us over. Goes for a clear, goes for a boost, rebounds this one. Open goal, and that looks good. It is from Gobshite. So finally on the scoreboard after 4 minutes of a drought.
Yeah, even though 4 minutes have passed, I think Quackheads still have a very real opportunity to come back into this game.
Yeah, and a lot of that just predicated off that Middleman defense. He saved a couple of those in the round, in that joust, and that's really what enabled them to get that three-pointer and bring the margins a little bit closer here.
Now we have we see Twang Pang slowing down the play, waiting for that back chain grab, but not seeing it. Twang grabs, goes for the 1v1 and gets a 2-pointer.
That one not able to be stopped, and back it gets pushed to the 6-point lead.
Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on with Quackheads on the back. Maybe they probably got punched out again, so good job on Vertigo for capitalizing.
And rolling out here, they split one tunnel, one center, one left tunnel. So completely filling the floor, but somehow not maintaining control of the disc. So Vertigo receiving this pass down low to Kai. He's going to go in for yet another one. This time, little hesitation, and he hits the top of the goal. So varying it up, which you kind of have to do when you're going against great goalies. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Launch underway, 11-3 in favor of Vertigo. 4.5 left in the second round. Quackheads right now trying to find themselves some more momentum, but just kind of losing it, it seems, but based off Vertigo's activity here defensively, especially off these jousts right now.
Yeah, Quackheads are having a really solid defense and giving a hard time to Vertigo, but the good style changes coming out from Vertigo is giving the momentum to them right now.
So can't convert on that pass right there. And
punched out.
Don't find the stack either, so instead Vertigo will receive it and clear it straight down. Might even have a chance of going in, just knowing those corner slots. Usually players aiming for those, well aware that it gives them a chance to make a shot. This one straight up on the pass, too strong, and cleared on partially out. So bottom pocket now, it will be a pile up, some more brawls going off. I know Martin mentioned just before this game had started how brawl heavy these two teams are, and I definitely believe it. I know Quackheads definitely is brawl heavy.
Absolutely, I think they're both in their attempts to deny the other team the chain grab. We see these big pile-ups, which are probably very interesting gameplay.
Yeah, definitely. It's more of a, it's a little bit different from the other teams in that sense. In Europe, where a lot of the times, some of these EU teams they kind of avoid the brawls altogether. Really, like they're more quick about if the disc is not where they want it to be. They're just looking for each other for the boost as opposed to getting really stuck in long, extended brawls.
A gentleman's agreement?
Pardon? Skinny with a reference absolutely no one understands because it's muted for the stream. But anyways, off to Flash Flood, it goes in. Was someone spying? Is that the deal?
No, absolutely. As you were mentioning that, how other teams, European teams, prefer to boost other than for the pile-ups. I was mentioning it might be just might be a gentleman's agreement.
On the brawls? I guess maybe. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know. It seems like these two teams are happy.
These two teams did not get the memo, definitely.
These two teams are happy to brawl each other. So yeah, they're looking to stop instead of go, essentially. So it does make for a bit of a slower pace, I guess, in comparison to, say, if you're watching Team Gravity or going up here to Sanch. He's gonna plant it down low. Actually, just gets planted himself with the stuns, as we're talking about. Gets that one done. But yeah, if you're like watching teams like Team Gravity or Phantoms, they're all over the place. And as I said earlier, it's almost impossible just for the cameraman to keep up. There's not enough speed in these control sticks to keep up with some of these teams, and that's the truth.
Yeah, some great defense coming out from both teams. Just we're seeing this extended ping pong, which I'm loving to see.
Yeah, and little extension on the clear there. Hits a few different walls before finally getting to Flash Flood. 11-3 now, and approaching the final minute, so kind of out of hand here for the Quackheads in the second round. Trying to find something, but not good luck of it so far in these first 9 minutes of round 2. Ooh, so Sanch plants it off the backboard and does find themselves now the 10-point lead. It's coming in late.
Yeah, but that with 50 seconds to go, I'm afraid that Quackheads have a lot to work with. Is 40 seconds remaining.
Yeah, most definitely. And 30 seconds left. Yeah, it's just not quite what they wanted. That one is gonna just cap it off with a strong 3 right down the mid. So 16-3 now off that turnover. And Sputnik in the chat asking what the win conditions are. He's asking skinny.
It's definitely an undue reference to my first cast.
I'll tell you right now, the win conditions are in favor of Vertigo, as this match does come to a close in the second round. So 2-0 for Vertigo. 16-3 in round 2.
Great punching coming out from Vertigo tonight, at least for them, where they just prevented all around the chain grabs from Quackheads and giving them the win.
Yep, and there are some of those stuns you can see. Gob coming away with 39 of them, almost matching with Kai on the other side. So plenty of punches in just these 2 rounds. I'm sure the count would have been much higher if we got to a third. But yes, it's a lot of brawls, and for Vertigo starting their season off strong. So for Quackheads, they go 1-on-1 to open up, and on their 2 matches for the weekend, Vertigo happy to take this first victory here. That's Twang Pants with the 9 points, as well as Kai, both of them tying for the lead there, 9 apiece. 5 assists, though, to Twang Pants, so great distribution. The teammate end of things. And Sanch with 7 points, Adamus with 2, and an assist and a save as well. For Gob, the 5 points as mentioned, 4 to Flash Flood, 2 to Middleman. For Irony Man, he has 2 assists, putting in there with 19 stuns, and yeah, just kind of a physically intensive game that went the way of Vertigo.
Yeah, great goalie action by Middleman. Even though he only had 4 stuns to his name, he had definitely much more.
Yeah, if nothing else, his saves are actually stunning in their own right. He pulls off some great looking moves with just the quickness on those hands. He reads the disc very well. You saw how much the Vertigo players there had to really start varying up their offense and shooting at different spots and hesitating a little bit before they shoot, just to kind of freeze his defense a little bit, and yeah, making them work hard for their points. But Vertigo did indeed work hard to the tune of the 11-8 victory in round 1 and then 16-3 in round 2. So that is our match for the day. Our European matches are now concluded, I do believe.